Hey, what is up, fellow raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and in today's Raid Shadow Legends video, we will talk about this times 10 shard event that is actually starting today with the current summon rush that will go on for 4 days, which is longer than usual because we have 4 different times 10 champions for the next 4 days. All right. So these are, of course, for the Valentine's fusion that we have right now for Karato Fox Hunter, and of course he does have a pairing in this game, which is with Yumeko because of the Valentine's theme, and of course for the times 10 event here we do have a Valentine's themed times 10 event. So four different pairs for 4 different days. All right. So this is I will just go through these champions really quickly, and I will tell you which one you should probably go for, assuming you don't have any of these yet. And the reason why you kind of have to pull some shards during this times 10 event, because I will show you in a little bit the summon rush. I don't think most people will have enough mystery shards to pull the rare champion, the void rare that you will need to complete this fusion event, because you do need a lot of points. So you might need to pull a few ancient shards, maybe void, maybe sacred shards. All right, so yeah, so day 1 we have Xavier and Belenor that is happening right now. Day 2 is Cupidus and Venus. Day 3 is Cesia and Cardiel. Day 4 is Rhodas and Siphi. All right, so let's just go to the champion index, and I will just briefly talk about each of these champions. First one, we have Xavier. Now, I really like this champion. I do have her. Her main skill is her A3, which is this deadly catalyst, which instantly activates all of the poisons from the enemy. So this can deal so much damage if the enemy has a lot of poisons on them. She does place poison on her A1 and her A2, but she pairs well with someone else that places a lot of poisons, like a Tomb Lord or a Calvalax, Urogrim. Yeah, she does well paired with those champions. And of course, she also places block revive with this skill. Yeah, so really cool champion. And her partner is Belenor from the High Elves. Void legendary, but I would say between the two of them, Xavier is a lot better. Belenor is sometimes used in the clan boss because he does a lot of single target damage. He does have decreased defense and weaken on his A2. He has this A1 that places increased crit rate on everyone, and a hard hitting A3. He does have this A4 that will only be activated if Xavier is in the same team. But yeah, compared with Xavier, I think Xavier is much better. But yeah, he is the Void champion for day 1. All right, day 2 is Cupidus and Venus. Let's see. All right, Cupidus right here, really good attack type, legendary, hits really hard, AoE on his A1 that deals more damage if the target has debuffs. Same with his passive, which will only activate if Venus is on the same team, will inflict more damage if the enemy is under debuffs. He does place HP burn on his A3, on his A2, and then his A3 places an increased attack on himself and will place an HP burn on all enemies if this attack kills an enemy. So he's a pretty good champion, especially when paired with Venus. But between the two of them, I think people use Venus a lot more. She does have this AoE, decreased defense and weaken, AoE HP burn, although it's not 100%, only 75%. She also has poisons on her A1. She is great for a lot of areas in this game. And she also has this nice HP aura in all battles by 33%. So yeah, Venus is the better one in this pairing, but both of them can be quite useful when used together. Next one is Demon Spawn. We have Cesia, really cool looking champion. I would really love to have her. She's really well known for speedruns in the Spider because of this A3 that places HP burn on herself, but also on the enemy for 3 turns, then grants an extra turn if HP burn is placed on all enemies, which you should do. So you place You should build her with a lot of accuracy, and then after that, because this will grant her an extra turn, she'll immediately go into her A2, AoE, weaken and decrease defense, and then activates all HP burns, which makes her really good in spider runs, really quick uh, spider runs for stage 25. She also has this triple hitter with increasing the duration of HP burn on the target by 1 turn. Yeah, really cool champion. I would really love to have her. And her pairing is, where is, if I can remember where Cardiel is. There you go. Yeah, Sacred Order. I do have him. He's really good. Makes a lot of the dungeon and Doom Tower boss runs a lot quicker because of this A3, which is an ally attack, increased crit rate, increased crit damage, and yeah, also has this nice aura, speed aura, 19% in any battle. And while his A3 is pure offense, his A2 is pure defense. Debuff removal, everything gone, and then places a block debuff, and then places a revive on death. 3-turn cooldown, the revive on death cannot be removed. And his A1 hits really hard. He will use his A1 when you do his ally attack A3. He will also use his A1 at random, has a 30% chance when booked in his passive whenever someone else in your team does any attack, whether it's an A1, A2, or A3, as long as it's a skill that attacks the enemy, he has a 30% chance to join with his A1. Plus, his A1 heals all allies by 7.5% of their max HP. So whenever he does this, he makes an AoE heal. So he does this, of course, with his A1. He does it when you use his A3. He does it at random, 30% clip when this passive procs. So yeah, he is a very good healer because of this A1. He is a very good offensive champion and a very good defensive champion. So a very flexible all-around champion. Every single one of his skills, including his aura, is very useful. So I was very lucky to pull this guy. All right, and last one, I think very well known in the raid community. I don't have either of them. Rhodas, of course, well known for his A3, hits really hard, ignores 60% of the target's defense, and will grant an extra turn if this skill kills an enemy, which it usually does. And then, of course, he will go into his hard-hitting A2. All of these are single target, but he just has a lot of skills that grants him an extra turn, his A3, his A1, and of course his passive, which makes him very annoying to face because you cannot kill him with a single hit. It has to be at least a double hitter or a triple hitter because of this passive right here. You can only get his HP down to 50% if it's just a single hit. All right, and of course his partner is Siphi. Yeah, so these two are for day 4, which is the last day of this ×10 summon rush. Yeah, really cool champion. She has this Syl-like passive wherein every turn she will heal each ally by 10% of their max HP. Also removes fear and freeze, and removes all debuffs from Rhodas at the start of their turn. And this annoying sleep on her A1. And then this block debuff, increased defense, and increased speed on her A2. Really annoying. And then this revive on her A3. It's just a single ally, but gives that ally a full turn meter on a 4-turn cooldown. So yeah, really cool champion right there. All right, so those are the 8 ×10 champions that we have for this summon rush. And because, yeah, let's just take a look at that summon rush. We are kind of forced by Plarium that you will have to pull shards if you want to complete this this fusion event during this ×10, because you really need this void rare right here. You don't really need to pull shards to get this epic. Just this void rare will do, but that is at 2,450 points, which is quite a lot. If you are a new player, you've just been playing this game for 1 month or 2 months, you'll probably have to skip this fusion because I don't think you will have enough shards. Even if you pull every single one of your shards, you cannot reach 2,450 unless, of course, you got lucky and got some free sacreds. But yeah, All right, so since we are forced to pull a lot of shards, and let me just show you, I don't have enough mystery shards, even if I do pull all of them. So, and of course, I will not pull all of my mystery shards. I will leave some so that I still have some reserves, but I might be forced to pull some ancients, voids, and sacreds. Which one should you go for, assuming you do not have any one of these? Of course, I have Xavier, I have Cardial, the rest I don't have. Probably the best one here, in my opinion, I would love to go for Cesia Flame Tongue on day 3. Of course, I would love to have a Siphi, but Siphi is void, and the chances of getting Siphi even in a timestamp event, there's only a 0.5% chance to get a legendary from void shards. So I don't think that's going to happen. And I only have 20 void shards. So most likely I will just have to pull non-voids, most likely on day 3 for Cesia. But still, using ancient shards and or sacred shards, you just have a very small chance of pulling Cesia. But if I had to choose one of these days, so choosing between Xavier, Cupidus, Cesia, or Rhodas, I would want to go for Cesia because I do really want to make a really fast Spider 25 team. So I might pull a few ancients, a few sacreds, and of course I will do that on video. It's not going to be a long shard pulling video because I will just pull enough mystery, ancient, and sacred. I will not pull the mystery shards on video, but yeah, just ancients and sacreds on that day, and hopefully we get Cesia. All right, and that is it for today's video. Which one are you going for? Which day are you pulling your shards? Day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4? And are you just pulling enough shards to get this void rare? Or are you going for this magic epic right there? In my opinion, unless you're really gunning for one of these times 10 champions, save your shards for the times 2 events and just do enough to get this cage bound right here. Or maybe you have enough mystery shards. I certainly don't. Maybe you've been hoarding mystery shards a lot better than I have been doing. So you don't need to pull any of your ancient voids or sacreds. But yeah, if you are, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.